My fellow Rumblers, we are stepping into the second to last act of Rumbleverse. And this one, right here, right now, this one hits like the final round. Because this is where the story starts to come full circle. This is where everything builds towards the final showdown. And this is the moment we bring in someone special. The hero who's been here before. The voice behind the story. The one who guided us through Grapital City and Low-Kiki. And now, returns once again. Rumblers, I give you Captain Lexer.
Citizens of Grapital City and the wild shores of Low-Kiki, it's good to be back.
Bienvenido, Capitán Flexor. The honor's all ours.
Respect to the captain.
Alright, full attention. This is the moment. The captain is about to lay it all out. One final powerful breakdown of Rumbleverse. How it was born, how it rose, and how it shook the ring like nothing else.
You got it, Sarge. Let's take him back. Let's show the world what Rumbleverse really was.
That's what I like to hear. Captain, the ring is yours.
Loud and clear, Sarge. Now, let's rewind this thing to the very beginning. So, how was Rumbleverse born, you may ask? Well, this one started with a shout, a wild idea, and a game about to swing down from the sky. It all started back in October of 2017, during a wild brainstorming jam session at Iron Galaxy, when CEO Chelsea Blasco lit the fuse, yelling out loud to the team, "We should do wrestling!" And right behind the idea was fellow co-CEO Adam Boys, who saw it not as a small experiment, but as a full-on dream game the studio had been chasing for years. From that spark, Rumbleverse was born into a bright, loud, all-melee brawler where fights felt like a scene and rooftop chaos felt like a stage. The whole game was built around one giant, goofy, perfect image, choke slamming someone off a 40-foot building. That single idea set the tone for everything, from the combat to the city to the way the players moved through the world. It meant the game couldn't play it safe, because its heart was pure over-the-top chaos. And once that target was set, the Iron Galaxy team had to make the tech catch up, so they had to make 40-player melee combat work without the usual safety net of blasters and long-range fights. That meant building a game from the ground up in a server-based system so massive, close-up fights could actually hold together. In simple words, they had to make fistfights and lucha run clean. And once that machine started moving, the next question was, what makes this world truly stand out? Well, there were no blasters. Phew, thank goodness. All fights were loud, up-close, hand-to-hand brawls. Players climbed, struck, dodged, and smashed their way through combat, with the game leaning hard into wild wrestling-style moves and a bright, cartoon-like world that didn't feel real, but felt fun and adventurous. That choice completely changed the mood, pushing the game far away from grit and seriousness and straight into something more playful, chaotic, and full of energy. And from there, the city itself became the next big star. Grapital City wasn't just a map. It was a playground for climbing, chasing, and brawling from rooftop to rooftop. Every building could be scaled all the way to the top, making vertical play not just a feature, but the soul of the game. That meant every match felt alive because the city itself was part of the fight. And once players had that freedom, chaos started branching into endless new stories. And what did that bring? It brought pure replayability. No two matches were the same because 40 players could run into each other in different spots with different moves, items, and plans. A million combinations of fights could unfold in every match, too big to ever predict what would happen next. One player might suplex everyone off skyscrapers and become a standout top play, while another could grab environmental weapons, trash cans, light poles, crates, and bash their way to victory. That mix of skill, surprise, and raw creativity made every single round feel fresh. And that feeling wasn't luck. It came from a deeper promise. The Iron Galaxy team wanted the game to be bright, inviting, and lighthearted, fun to play and fun to watch, even for the people who weren't experts. So instead of chasing dual realism, they chased moments that felt big, silly, and unforgettable, shaping the world around the game too. Players weren't just users dropping into matches. They were treated like citizens of Grapital City, all contenders known as Rumblers. The community grew around creativity, positivity, and shared highlights. People making art, showing off style, and celebrating wild plays. The vibe stayed warm and playful, even inside a competitive arena. But that kind of dream setup always carries a risk. Stepping into a crowded battle royale space without blasters was a massive gamble. The studio was betting that being different, truly different, could win over being safe. And that's what makes everything hit harder when a story turns. Iron Galaxy Studios stepped into the ring with Rumbleverse and delivered something bold, something fresh, something with real personality. You could feel the passion and the connection between the devs and the players. It was electric. But then, February 2023 hit. And just like that, the bell rang. It was over. Not because the game didn't have heart, but because it didn't get the support it deserved. And let's be real for a second. The same crowd that screams, "We want something new," turned around and benched this game like it didn't matter. Running back to the same copy-paste titles, then wondering why nothing fresh ever survives. Well, you can't boo creativity and then act surprised when it leaves the arena. Just like that, the moment passed. Rumbleverse was left standing in the ring, fighting for its life. It didn't go down because it was weak. It went down because the world around it moved on too fast. Because now, players bounce from game to game, chasing quick moments, quick hype, quick plays, never staying long enough to appreciate the creativity of a game. And when that happens, games with a real heart don't get the time they need to truly grow into timeless classics. A true underdog story, still fighting to this day for its comeback. But even after the shutdown, the story didn't end. It left behind moments, memories, and a community that truly cared about the world they helped build. More than just a game launch and shutdown, it became a shared experience full of chaos, joy, and personality. And that feeling is what keeps its legacy alive today. Which is why Team Sarge Rhinoxar wants to give a special thanks to Rumbleverse Warrior, whose passion helped spark and carry this movement from the very beginning, leading communities like the Rumbleverse Revival Discord and the Grapital City Outcasts on Twitter. Without that energy, this story wouldn't exist. So thank you, Rumbleverse Warrior, for helping spark this movement. If Rumbleverse meant something to you, if you saw it more than just a battle royale, then share it. Share your clips, your moments, your stories, or even repost others' edits, montages, artwork, drawings, anything that helps keep it alive. Make other players see what made it different. A free-roam, wild, lucha-style brawler set in a playful, larger-than-life city built purely for fun, unlike anything else out there. Keep the conversation going wherever the community is already gathering, whether that's Discord spaces or places like GOG discussions and Change.org, where players have been sharing their stories and memories. And use the hashtag Bring Back Rumbleverse so others can find the movement. Because the more we remember it, the more its legacy stays alive. The hard work of Iron Galaxy and everyone who built it deserves to be remembered. And the legacy of Rumbleverse doesn't have to end here. Thank you all for having me. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Sarge, Gearhart, Rhinoxar, it's been an honor. But my time here is complete. I'm returning to my planet for now.
Gracias for sharing the story of Rumbleverse and beyond, Capitan Flexor. You didn't just tell us what Rumbleverse was. You reminded us why it mattered. Safe travels, Capitan.
Captain Flexor. Message received. Your transmission has been locked into core memory. Respect. Protocol engaged. You are a warrior of legacy. Stand by for eternal honor status.
Captain Flexor, you came in, you told the truth, and you left the ring with respect. That's how legends speak. And Rumblers, you heard it all. The story has been told. Now, it's on us to keep that energy alive. Because in a world where games rise and fall faster than ever, it's the community that decides what's remembered. And this isn't the end of the journey.
Hey, Jefe. So does this wrap the entire series of Rumbleverse?
Not quite, Gearheart. We're almost there. But something is still waiting to be told. Something different. Something a little more personal. A message still left unsent. And a story still waiting to be answered. And after that, we go somewhere else entirely. Where things stop being about what was and start hinting at what could have been. My fellow Rumblers, join my command Nexus and carry the legacy forward.